Alright, it is 7:01, we are late starting this evening. We'll get started now. I'd like to begin by going over the warrant items. We have payroll number 94. I'd like to make a motion that we approve payroll 94 for $1,885.96. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to move to accept accounts payable number 95 for $91,328.17. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that included our monthly RSU bill, which is almost $80,000. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes of April 8th select board meeting. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
And all right, citizens issues. Do I have any citizens issues? All right.
Yes.
No.
All right.
Go ahead.
What is the situation of the
We have been in contact with him. He has sent pictures. He has not made a lot of progress because everything is very quick. But he is keeping us apprised of the issue. He's aware that people are stopping by and looking at his property. He seems to be pretty upset about that. But he is keeping in contact with us, and he did say he has not moved forward with anything that would require any heavy machinery. But
I understand that is the man is the day when the thing is finished.
he has, yeah, I think it's July, and he has contacted, I can't remember the name of the person now, because that was 2 weeks ago. He has contacted individuals to help to move some of the material that needs to be moved. He has contacted an individual to take care of some of the metal. But again, until things calm down a little bit weather-wise, he has not. So it's the permit. Yes, it's to Gary. Now, listen, Mr. Gary wants to put up, I guess, like voltage.
I understand.
So he was the so it's these little things. So his big statement over everything is our agreement said I have through July. So I guess his argument is he's waiting to kind of get his ducks in a row and waiting for a little bit. And you have to admit, okay, there's been, well, he says he's been inside his garage organizing so that
You complain about the outside. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
You know, I come up with excuses. I'm working inside. Nothing to do with the inside. We complain about the outside. So inside has nothing to do. Unless he takes all this thing, range. I mean, I looked again at the stage on tooling, braking, transmission, regular oil. All that is not allowed. I mean, we don't do anything. I mean, it's right here in this building. We don't do anything. It's there another 6 months. The neighbor said he complained 4 years ago. I'm done with that. And I complained over a year ago. And all that reflects on the tree. So nothing happens. And that's what he does. But he helps things. If I don't do anything, I send
understanding is that he's cleaning out the garage, making room in the garage so he can put in some of those things that need to be put there, so that they can be out of.
The temporary building, basically, don't need it. So it should be one day thing that either
I think he wants to look.
that, that's, but
One.
that I could decide, look it up somewhere and say, yes, you're allowed on this time. But for him, it's great because nothing happened. So you say, well, I applied for permit for buildings, they don't answer. That was easy. I think if you ask about oh, you should be here at least 2 times a month. Worrying people about that has been done. The next thing is, I don't know what we did for code enforcement, but if it's $5,000, that's $100 a week. That's why. So I think code enforcement should be job that somebody wants to do this.
That's my fault that I haven't checked. Reconnected with Gary. I will do that. But we did hear again from, we had a couple times in contact with, Chris from where they came to us for pictures and that was some of those were before that. But I will contact you. And if he hasn't, been in contact. And I know at home, I do have very wet. So,
So as I still some posting, so you have to figure it out. It's not an issue. Yesterday was nice, but the day before was nice, but he was off both days. Nothing happened.
yeah,
So
I'm not monitoring when he's off.
So, we have to go for
Yep, as, Lisa said, I concur that, we will continue.
I bet you maybe not. But I think what's right is right.
And, we're nudging on our end. So we keep nudging and we'll keep nudging. We'll get something. Thank you. That actually takes care of, other legal business, so. And actually there was, one other citizens issue that actually isn't for us, we got to go to, Jeff for the budget. Somebody contacted me today, with a request to roads, to the road commissioner to appraise the condition of the last mile of pavement on the south. And so, sharing that with you since it came to me today. Okay, perfect. And would you do it nice and loud? So yeah, why don't you come up here?
I did hear clearly, or didn't hear clearly last week. You knew you needed to be close to the mic.
Yeah, last week I made you stand here.
Because I really couldn't hear what you were saying last week.
South End Main Road needs to be paved.
All right, is there any plan in place to, like this year, next year? I just know if I respond, that's gonna be the next year.
Depends on dollars and cents and part of that mystery will be solved. Depends how much people want to spend.
I will let the individual know.
This is not my money. You tell me what you want to spend, that's brought up.
But you're well aware that it is.
All this, plus your, so.
I will respond. But while we're on roads, can you give us a quick update and then go to
You're talking roads on the budget review too.
There's, like I said, there's this road, on Old Line, patch. And where was that? Trailers that drive, that's worse. As soon as conditions allow, old patching does, conditions allow, and stuff. Stone damage is going to cause us. Rush. I think that's all. Numbers. Here, I got a road plan.
There was a question that came up the other day with all the wood that's out and about. And I know in this year we're good with wood. One of the individuals who's used a good bit of wood in the past had help this year, so hasn't used as much wood. But the question came up about the possibility of doing something with good wood. I know a lot of it is pine. And maybe you and I can work together to figure out, since we would need help cutting it into pieces and then maybe spreading it on the other side of the sand and salt shed there, so that next year, next row, we can split it. I know there's a lot of land, right, but right now it's in big pieces because basically what we've done is put wood. Just kind of get out of the road. It's pretty obvious sometimes there's a cut here. The other half of the tree is over there. So before you, or just in thinking about doing that, and hopefully we can get some volunteers with some trucks, and do some solids. I just want you to know that we're aware that there's a need. Oh, yeah. All right, so why don't we go to budget review? When we didn't get to
Yep.
last week.
So last week we talked about social service agency requests. What we got in the mail this week, a request from Gary Owen House, which is a veteran shelter in Searsmont, Maine. And they're asking for, and one of the sort of guidelines we have for social service agencies is that they provide benefits to Westport citizens. They may not be a lot, but we just point to it and we've asked them to tell us just how does Westport Island benefit from their agency. And that was one of the tests that should we be contributing, because there's lots of great causes. We can't fund everything, but we do want to reflect that we're getting some benefit. Because that goes back to some of the amazing generations. There's things that people do. There's no indication that there's any connection between so I'm not saying anything about good or bad as an organization. Because the other thing we also asked for, we're going to give something to the organization also. They're up and up. So that's part of the test that all the agencies are supporting. We don't know anything. So I'd like to move that deny the role that's not included I can go back. So there was an email. Yep, there's an email. And just let them know If they make a case, I'll come back to that. For now, put that to the side. The meat of tonight is going to be all of the last one, public safety budget, and then we also public works.
All right, so last year, asked for the sums. This year, we are requesting all of that, we have also our expenses. And that equates $600,000. The industry right now, the area is close to so is right now are paid pretty much some, meaning that it's not change it up so that it everybody's going to get something, but it's third. Up to 14 right now. It's a good number.
Imagine that.
Any names?
I feel it's we also have some it's stuff that is it's also
Stacy, can I ask you a question? I should have mentioned it in the future. Person who was most associated with this station, Stacy. Our highway chief. You said right now is an average of $6 to $8 an hour, and the average is 20. When you're upping this to 99,000, what are you looking at? Is it like incremental, and do you still feel like they're far distance from getting that 20 average? If right now they're very low, at 6 to 8, by upping, you feel like they'll be much more with it.
yes, it'll be more. I'll pay them the $20 an hour for the time. So it's 100% of it, they'll get a full amount. It's going to come out close to 4,000. So I'm going from 1,600
Per person.
per person.
Now, currently, are there hours tracked?
No, it's ballpark, training for 2 to 3 hours a week, and obviously, so with calls, 60 hours for that, plus we get 130 calls. So kind of looking at the full part. Kind of, first 8 minutes. But to track more because I keep people officers who are expert in defense plans. So it'll be for the percentages. 75% of trainings you'll get. No,
Susan, what about the different skill sets? We have some people who've taken the time to get certified as an EMT, as firefighter.
Currently, I don't differentiate. As long as someone's participating, they're helping, and that's what I'm looking at. I don't get into saying, well, I'm a firefighter. You're just a firefighter or you're a support, president, consider you're showing up and helping. Again, it's like, to me, it's that people are there to support. That's important. On the side, I don't want to get into, that. So, going into fun with it. And I know that, so, over that,
It's your time too, to
Yeah.
manage it.
exactly.
So, 4,000, that, would that be, is assuming that everybody does this quantity of hours that you have accumulated at $20 an hour? So feasibly maybe we'll spend it.
Correct.
That would be the max.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
Somebody could make 2,000.
Exactly.
So that, we also mentioned there was equipment.
Yes. I'm looking at radios.
Is replacement or
Yes. It'll be new to replace.
replacements?
Yes.
Aged out equipment.
Yeah. And also the background. Fire service with things like fire trucks, regardless of its condition. That is what it comes. Burn up here, they carry 2 sets. Goes for roughly 25,000.
We need one for each.
A lot of what there is hand-me-downs.
Yes. Some of the last year from Jefferson, I bought 4 sets of SCBA bags. They're not the newest version, but they're kind of good stuff we have. So, let's go for bottles themselves cost
Mm-hmm.
stuff ages out. Trying to, wear out, guys, fire, rips and tears, it's, but be able to just constantly be able to these repairs. Mostly myself, last year we replaced 2 outside doors. But year before, but there's a lot of people that show that it's done. So,
Yeah, the property, it just feels like a different conversation. 'Cause it feels like that's, a town property. And, we have different properties. We have this property, the town hall, the ferry landing, and the fire. Facilities. Seems like it shouldn't have to come out of this. But I know that's what's been doing, just something to, I think for us to cut them back on.
And the major capital was new fire station / town hall, downtown office.
So that's another reason why I'm also inside the capital reserve. We spent what we had last year on systems and now lots of systems. So, we would like to share this, of course, bill that is the purpose of it. But we're looking at possibly something that's maybe not so
real goal of that. So there's, when we need enough, that's what we.
So that's one of your warrant items as well.
Yes.
And you have, I believe, one more. warrant item.
And the last one is just, the MMA, workers' comp card. It's always separate. Ashley's calculated it, that's gonna be roughly 12 hours.
Yeah, it went up this year.
Yeah.
More than what you were anticipating.
Yeah. Speaking of Ash, one of the wrinkles is also how much people are compensated in terms of the tying it back to the insurance. Could you share more that we go down a level of detail in terms of the 99,000, how much of that is stipends, how much of that is equipment? Share that was with Ashley, and maybe that, so she has a good understanding. Because a lot of it was, I think, what I spent last year just kind of inflated, based on what else I cost of growing. But yeah, based on stipend, so what my this would be because I thought that was something. What I call sometimes, heating oil, electricity, internet, those kind of things, those costs, what I'm spending on building maintenance, truck maintenance. We spend $2,000 a year on post testing. We spend $4,000 a year on just those just kind of
Yeah, but being able to separate out is,
Yeah,
that will help her.
Yeah.
Because that right now is the living nebulous.
Ultimately, I think it's your advantage that Ashley's aware of how you're spending, what you're spending on, because she can make it easy. Yeah. It's got a pretty good, set of items within. I guess in the three areas, looking at, you talked there about basically the allocation, the general purpose. Talked about the capital reserve, and then the insurances, that's something we have to work out actually, what next year based upon an increase, personnel costs, this is another thing.
Could you just break out for me, you had said you meet once a week
Yes.
for 2 to 3 hours?
Right.
And then the other part was the calls were 30, we said it was about an hour. This kind of
Yeah, it's pretty much from the time. Yeah, one end of the other.
And what about trainings? Training? Obviously, the ones that are coming in have a lot of training.
Yes.
But then is there like a standard program?
Well, there's a couple of options. One is depending on what they want, is for training. But some go off the training. Just went off the fire. Pay for that. Just went, to actually cover, there was a state, so if you went up to this castle, they're actually looking at that this year. So get a couple more. But the fire department was 12 bucks a piece.
So on average, you said you had 139 calls this past. Is that pretty much, or is it going up?
Yes. That's what that is.
do without you, so, yeah. Appreciate you really giving us the details on these. Last week, it was like, nope, you gotta talk about it.
Again, you've always said that it's a steward. So, you know, we try to be conservative.
Do you guys do fundraisers on a regular basis?
We actually stopped with that. We went to both, I didn't want to do both. He said, we're spending a lot of time. And I said, I can't go chase some money down to get what I need. There was a time when I actually had to turn the dollars. Yeah. And so I'm not going to. So that's why I felt that it was kind of disingenuous to say, hey, you know, I think, hey, it's not money. People still donate for that, but I don't solicit that. Yeah. Yeah.
I know the WCA, we talked before about doing another big barbecue, but everybody talks about how much work that is, and it's like, and the WCA is like, just, it's just,
I have to raise $7,000.
But it was, you made it happen.
There's a lot of other people. I'm not. Who knows?
Not one person, one group shared.
yeah.
I think if you pick it up, the process of people go. I think just.
Yeah, without being one of those. There you go. Already have
I
Mario.
would say no, I would say no.
But I don't have details. Just to kind of put something off. It's gonna be this summer barbecue kind of thing, you know, because it used to be 30% serving, it's half past a week. It's a mess. So this way you just come in, hang out, have a word, talk to friends, you know. It's not-
I think anything that we can do to help build. The rest of you, any questions for Stacy?
The thing I can say is, I rely on these guys a lot during the storms, they're always up there. They cut the trees out of the road there. Down there, trying to keep people from driving through the flood of causeways. They do love all the fight fires and. When you have a guy laying there on the ground with broken pants. That's really.
Because we're not doing more, and I appreciate we don't.
Well, this is going to be different numbers.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
All right, thank you very much,
Yeah,
Stacy. All right. We have a-
Well, I think we want to talk.
Yep.
Stacy, we're good?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks. Let's shift and talk about another an area of large expense, which is public works. And I like to refer to it as the largest discretionary budget area. It's what we spend on. Jim has got some material for us on technology ranch. Won't have that one out at the moment, but I think, Jim, if you could talk to the different budget areas.
First,
And that's pretty much, that's set for the next 2 more years.
I'm gonna say it, so. Carry forward, but we had, in total, 37,000. Which is down.
What did you say you were planning?
I need to have 37,000.
Which is, again, a little bit down from this. Yeah, quite like,
So that would be saying it's all, like right now, it's in good shape, I'm saying. So, what I had, don't know what the price is gonna be. I think, another 600 yards of sand equals,
and speaking of salt, we need to get back to the state of Illinois participating in that. And so be thinking about just how much we want to tell them as a minimum.
I'd say minimum
6 loads.
maximum 8.
8 loads of salt and 6 tons of sand, 600 yards.
Dynamics of type of winter, type of storms, salt, sand. Saves on sand, saves on building size of road out, sand. More towns going to more salt, saves money, saves time, I don't know what the deal was with budget, how it will. Sand share, probably ought to have money.
It's a small amount. Yeah, I think we just got moved to another area because it was only, except when Mark was leaving the lights on, it's only a couple $100.
You could move it to admin.
I thought, actually, she and I talked a little bit about that, in terms of the philosophy, should it be under public works, because she's the one who drives it, with lights on, right? Or is it just not working?
Again, it's a town building.
I just don't
But
like.
it is covered.
Looks like. Wasn't never money there. I just don't like. Have to pay the regular. Take care of 25,000, so done the last time.
But if you think about doing more, you don't have to you would plan for more in the budget. So we start getting down where we have to cut. If you came up with it and say, I think you want to do this much paving, I think this would have maybe going up initially, with that amount, not just 25.
The long-term thing. Maybe. That's, I got that as a second one.
Yeah.
Capital thing, that's 7%.
That's right. We don't have to touch it.
Right, I just put another 25 in just because that's percentage growth.
Okay.
Building that up, one of these phases. The long-term payment, as I said, I'm looking for like, that's over the rest of the. Then maintenance. Prices going. Gold. Bonds. Plus whatever. Right now we got 50-something. It's still ground. I look at the phase one, I'm 35 years old. My standards average woman to be efficient, and not have to spend $500,000. No.
Well, are we in kind of a cycle where you,
20 years old.
what you,
20 years old. But they're so, that's what wrong thing. It was so far. Money to get back in shape.
right,
You can't just sit down there and think, oh, that's all. What you have there right now, will have fun. So you need, it's not a reconstruction. It's an improvement. It's there. Reconstruction is that's the future.
what do you think of construction?
Reconstruction
Tearing it all up and
is
building
the
new bed?
box government building a road. It doesn't have 4 feet of dirt meter and 6 inches over the sled.
Right.
That's building a road that will stand frost and take load.
Well, maybe you have to read the roads.
That was, I consider an improvement. Change culverts, ditching, drainage, gravel,
That's not just the,
that's not the statement.
So these roads that are already halfway at 5 years, then another 5 years in a perfect world.
You put an inch corner or so on top of it. Reach over it. Once you ditch it first, they suppose you ditch every 5 years. Now you go in. But I think, it's cut out here and there.
And when you say ditch, you mean going through and cleaning out.
Make sure the water flows.
So what was done on Greenleaf was much more expensive 5 years from now to,
If what we did with that, next time we do that in 10 years, you clean up the ditches, close to the farms. Lay an inch and a quarter hot top with that and make sure we wet some shoulders. Much cheaper than we replaced all the culverts and culverts in the farm. Big elastic.
right, so what you did on Greenleaf is more expensive.
Where we ground the hot
Yeah.
top, yes, but when it gets like this, can't pave over, because there's a shim coat to get it somewhat flat. There's a few pave over this.
No, I understand that, but the road was like that because this last time it was handled. Right, well, that's kind of what I'm.
People down there told me, the size of the road was built up like this, and water would get ditches because of 25 years of winter sand, we rolled the edge of the road also rolled. Next to the walls. And we do all 11 foot axles load, 11 foot axles off that road, all that ditches, just not. And that's all we're saying. It's all there. Here. It don't go away, it just relocates from the road when it's slippery, side of the road. And that's why I have no problem with a little salt, but let's say. You gotta have sand. How much you use. So since,
So are we on a schedule to be able to do that, or would we finish the major paving?
That's what it's plan. Said it's plan. And then they change that. It is, but
what it does, then, you're forming those, whatever. I think the rest of my lifetime is to these roads. First round. Because I know great bad. So I don't. It's making some people get for it. In 2019, we did phase one. 15 hours. Last fall, I think we did. Once I've heard of it, that's an indication that prices go. They're prices go. This, I guess I came to an agreement all of this was looking at 30% increase in materials. 30%. If I would be musician, and I don't know what the fun is. So, yeah, they close that thing and go gravel up the front and associate and that these different each foot, just like those. Something to think about. So I have to go
Well, we've got some chunks. We'll put all this together and talk about it again as a budget. We gotta see what this totals up to. And then the fun stuff.
Just get the input.
Anybody have any comments or questions for Jim?
And I will say, Post Office Road I wasn't excited first about the turn on West Shore and Post Office Road. I've gone over it, it really settled in.
Yeah, it was. So it's fun to, but
It's better. And it's partially, I think, just, it's normal.
it's not.
Yeah, but, good job.
What's it called? Minefield, Mario, Light, Red. What we're getting is that over. And I think there's a circle of ledge. All it has to build up so long. And that wall is surface, it's subsurface. And that area is that round up. Piece of shape last year at the that's right by the purpose. Either side of it. So I'll get on right there. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm not saying otherwise do it now, but and I think there's a
Right.
positive place.
Feel sorry for the Hamiltons. Horrible time of it.
The other thing is drivers. He said,
There's that.
There's a positive.
I think that's, I think we're good for tonight. Next week, we want to continue on with some of the town hall, right, landing, and town operations expenses. And the last week, salaries and stuff.
All right, moving on to correspondence. I didn't have anything. All right. Before we go to admin items, I'd like to update.
But right, the first one, we did get something. You know,
Yes. In fact, it was something that was supposed to go to the conservation. I forwarded on to them.
because I was also trying to understand what it looked like, things that come from the context of the cemetery. And wanting to have planters, Adirondack chairs. But I'm not sure how that ties in the cemetery.
Is that in, it was the resolution? We're working with the,
You know, they're the fabricated. Was much of just it seemed like it was an idea that would take us further. Because he also makes some reference to having the chairs over there for our town hall. Planners. So I think he's got an idea about getting some inexpensive furniture for the outdoors, and seem to be tied in also to the recreation. I don't know how this came out of the cemetery. He references the cemetery.
Yeah, because you said something about losing that snack bar, which was. I wouldn't want those. All right,
Yeah, but you get this stuff.
I appreciate it. Update on the ordinance committee, and, John is here on planning board, so I didn't know if you had.
yeah, John just emailed out the draft.
And can you remind us of the process?
Well, we're gonna run through. Once the new ones, or website. Any which way we can. Still not sure. My concern is
Ultimately, then there'd be more. That came up as a question to me the other day. It's like more items, not just things that. So. Good. Anything you want to add?
Where that is,
But there were just a few tweaks. John said, picking everything for us.
Hopefully all three can go.
Yes.
and, in terms of the planning issues, update, special
Just came through today.
I think it's moot, John.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Until we have more than 5 people, it's,
We won't
she's a
tell her
voting
that,
member.
though. We won't tell her that, though, because we want her to. John, would you, send April a note, and she'll do it?
But Mary Ellen has said she will do it.
Yes.
That's the news.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, so now we can move that we appoint bonds to,
We certainly do that.
and we can call paperwork. The key thing was knowing that she was interested.
Yes, yes, she did send. She was- John forwarded it to me.
So I'll make that,
All
that
right.
motion.
I'll second it. All in favor?
All right.
So it's a done deal. She can't back out. All right. All right, on to admin items. First thing on there is the May meeting schedule, and I think we had decided to plan to meet every Monday in the month. Backed off to every other Monday during the winter. Now that we're getting closer to working on warrant items and whatnot. So I would say the only May issue is Memorial Day.
So I think if we could plan on the 6th, May 13th, 20th, and skip the 27th, come back.
Yep.
Which would be the last time we see substantial business.
So, next on the admin items, April has been working on all sorts of forms, documents, procedures, policies, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the things, are actually, I think 4 of them here, that we have to approve or not approve. She has put together a town hall rental agreement we've all looked at. It basically, she distinguished between, town hall rental versus town property. Just because different issues require different things. Like if somebody rented a space at the fairly, very different from doing something. So, we 3 have all looked at this, worked with April on this, so I'd like to, make a motion that we approve. I'll do this one at a time. Town hall rental. All right, I'd like to move that we accept the town property. Oh, wait a minute, this is a parking rental, let me explain this a little bit. Sign. Too many things to sign. All right, the next thing is the town property parking rental agreement. What we've done in the past is offered rent parking for example, if there's a big event at the Starbucks Center where they need a place to put buses or they're allowed to use that space if they give us permission. So we've been doing that in the past, and they actually have several events that we're weddings to to use the space or at least have it available. And so what April did was put together town park. Basically, if somebody wants to rent it, I believe it's $100 a day for renting it. If you're not. So I'd like to move that we accept the town property parking rental.
Second.
All in favor? Yes, yes. Changes. Right, right. You'd actually have a lot of
She's good,
discussion.
but she's not.
Yep. All right, then, to go along with those, we have the policies, basically, we need to have applications in for something. So she has come up with, town hall rental application and a parking lot. So if somebody wants to rent space, then they can go up with the application. So I'd like to move that we approve, the town hall rental application and the parking lot rental application. From that base.
Second.
All in favor? Yeah, John has to go back.
I know you're, I've got to do note to Charlotte. So I may do a first cut. And we'll take it from there and fix it. So I was going to budget. I'll try to.
All right,
A
last,
good thing to keep track of it.
Yeah,
Moved
yeah.
and second. That is the oil thing.
all right, last are, three applications. Now that we have an application form, we actually have, two town hall rental applications. One of them is for Pam Shockley, for a celebration of life for, the husband, George Shockley. And by the way, we were told by our attorney, you have to pay a fee. So if you're a resident, it's $1. And do something. And if it's somebody from, out of town, then it is, $200 a day with a security. So, I'd like to move that we, move the town hall rental application. Second, I have a town hall rental application for Meg Skidmore, who's representing WCA. We actually have a WCA pancake breakfast this Saturday. I'll be there 8 to 10. Nothing better than 3 pancakes, right? So I'd like to move that we accept the town hall rental application for WCA. Saturday, Friday, and the second. All in favor? And thirdly, we have a parking lot rental application for, Samantha, I'm not sure what her last name is, she's the, Square Box. And she has several dates, 8 days, different events that, are scheduled for the, Starbucks. And so, we checked, there is nothing else going on, and maybe that they don't even need the space, but we're reserving the space. If we approve, so I'd like to move that we approve the application for the Square Box. Notify. Area's gonna be used for these dates. I guess the people would sort of want to know, so if somebody wants to do something.
I guess I'm sure there's going to be some reasons what's going on.
Yeah.
But at least we can do what we can. And maybe she can about what's going on. Got a couple.
No, just one.
it does, and it's one of the things is we actually have a lot of
Conversation. Yeah.
heartburn.
You know, that's,
We actually checked to see what else is happening. I'm on the WCA committee. We have looked at things were happening there, and so it's 8 days stretched out from May to October. So it's not like it's every week or every
if there's something going on in the town hall, someone talk.
It was a major heartburn, but going out now to October, sort of saying, well, it can't be some town. And I personally am not planning on October, things like that. And now it's what, included. Yeah, so it's taking a risk that someone might move. But again, we're helping also.
And I know there's an effort to work more closely with the WCA. Yep, yes, we had lots of discussion with that.
Yeah, so my point is, perhaps you need to so that you allow, for instance, 2 months. To tie it up.
The only other thing, she has better.
That was part of it, yeah, because again, I had a lot, to be honest. But I understand the nature of the business. It's out there.
Yeah,
And it's also evening.
it's not like generally the entire weekend or whatever else, it's a day. Generally a day.
And they may not use, that's the other.
Right,
little
right.
bit, right, if they-
Yeah, they're gonna pay for it, whether they use it or not. And it could be that they put buses in. Buses doesn't really, they just, you have less space. So we'll see how it works out. This is the first time that we had this request. We had to create applications and get a policy in place and should make this steps.
So I can see what
Also, I mean, there are things that would come up that not tied to a specific date.
Work around it.
Yeah, and
Do it
that's,
during the day or the next day or something.
that's kind of the point, so we can't do that Saturday. Or maybe the fall.
If you haven't planned it out yet, then you have a little bit more flexibility. Yeah. These are weddings that have been planned for maybe sometimes years. So those dates are set. I just want to give an update on the fixed property. This has been an issue we talked about many months ago. I think in the fall. Mr. Phipps had wanted to leave the property potentially with the town, just to be as it is. And when I talked to the daughter, she was clear that she had talked to Cal, didn't want any kind of trails or anything else. And so Mr. Phipps passed away a few weeks ago, and I had told her that I would contact her once we got closer to starting the program, because that has to go to the town. It's not. I did contact her, and her goal right now is to do absolutely nothing. She's just trying to go over the loss, and her response to me was that they want to do nothing this year, but just let the property sit there. She's got a couple of people who will be looking at it. Just kind of checking the board, make sure that they're sort of starting to put a tennis sort of over the property. But other than that, until they get Bigfoot Road, I think is the last thing on our list.
Well, actually, I wanted to talk about assessors.
Yeah.
And officers. So we will have a board of assessors Thursday. And the topic, declaration of vibration. That's where we tell the state whether we think they're at and so we will do that with our assessors. We're also going to review building permits from last year. That those building permits will work with the assessing. This make the changes to the taxable valuation. So this is really saying what's the assessing. So we'll do there. And then we've got some other smaller items. Map 6, 2.1, building removed. There's an application for renewable energy equipment exemption, and we also have the property Kelp has acquired. Since into recognized steps. So those 5 items.
And then is a public meeting, all of our meetings, first meeting.
And the other items that we still are in the middle of our want to make sure that candidates, so that's still a team.
Update on the Bigfoot Road.
So to recap, last year we won a stipulated judgment from the courts where the Greenleafs have been putting objects into the Bigfoot Road, agreed to the property rights. So she said, yes, the town survey does accurately reflect the property. And so from that stipulated judgment, they would not put it into the roadway. That's what everyone's driven by the road is just return of the stumps, rope, metal objects. And the sign keeps appearing and disappearing. It's back, but it's not in place. So our action is to move through our attorneys to the court to find them in violation of the judgment, and then to assess penalties. So we've been in contact last Monday to give our first direction file that motion. They have prepared the motion. I'll just read a couple of items, if that's okay from the motion. Tries to recap the story that the town on July 18th, 2023, and the Greenleafs stipulated to the entry of judgment of case. The order expressly provides defendants are permanently enjoined and prohibited from placing any items outside the boundaries of their property or otherwise interfering or obstructing the use or maintenance of Baker's Road. The order further clarifies that defendants shall not place stumps, ropes, boulders, signs, fences, evergreen plantings, equipment, sheds, storage facilities, boats, or trailers within the boundaries of Baker's Road. Try to be just the examples of things that had at one time been placed in Baker's Road. And again, the order defines the boundaries of the Greenleaf property by specific reference to the survey of the intersection, the main road, Main State Route 144, and Baker's Road dated September 22nd, 2022, produced by H. Carl Olson, which is attached in this motion. So that is that survey is the town commission. And that survey was included an aerial photograph of the property, showing clearly from the property line to Olson's. So that's by way of background. What we're noting here is that on or about March 28th, 2024, defendants, in violation of the order, placed logs, ropes, and other items outside the boundaries of Greenleaf property within the boundaries of Baker's Road, as depicted by the survey. On or about April 2nd, 2024, the town sent defendants a cease and desist letter demanding the defendants comply with the order and immediately remove any and all items defendants placed within the boundaries of Baker's Road. As of the date of this motion, defendants have failed or refused to move the items they placed in the boundaries of Baker's Road. We have an affidavit. In this case, it's coming from me, with photographs documenting the obstructions.
How much is it?
How much? What do you mean?
Well,
It's possible to drive through.
no, I understand, but how much photos you bring into the town property?
It doesn't state that there's a minimum.
No. You basically supposed to be informed.
He's not supposed to place anything outside of the
That's
property.
correct. Now, how much outside did you place stuff?
A number of feet outside.
Number?
And we get a number of objects, such that we did get a complaint from one. That it's a little difficult making a right-hand turn around this property to get a bigger road. Of course, it shouldn't be, and it's been the recurring behavior pattern of doing is placing stuff in the road. This is, I don't know how many times this has happened. Taking action, because Jim. It was sent to his attorney, and actually prior to that, system was actually went through the sheriff's department. No, I can't. No,
We dealt with this one like.
no, it doesn't have standing license. So, what we're asking for, as allowed for in stipulated judgment, is the attorney's fees in taking this action. Unfortunately, we can't get the fees or costs that we've incurred up to this point. So, once we file the action, that activity and any subsequent activity regarding to the court proceedings would be one of the things we could expect as payment back from them, in addition to whatever penalties the court feels appropriate for the violation of the order. So that's where we stand today. I will note that by this afternoon, as of yesterday, nothing had moved as far as I can see, or it should get further out. As of this afternoon, some things have been removed, so it's not as egregious as it was, but it's been violated. So we don't think we need to answer on that.
And there's town gravel that's all on this property now. If it is this property, it's like where the brook is.
So when stuff received Baker's Road was over on my side, that how that works. Received on my property, sticks out the road.
Now we're at our third day. 2000 lots, here we are in 2020.
It looks like, I was down that way the other day, it looks like he's added more fencing or moved the fencing on the main road, which we can't even, that's DOT's problem, but it it looks like where he's got a pipe and then he's got a buoy. Looks like he's moved the fence, almost bringing it right. It was just a corner, but no, it seems to be out more.
It's vibrating sounds.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's the status. You can proceed with that motion.
All right, any other business? Okay, I'd like to make a, oops, yes,
I guess that question, this regards to mailboxes. Which puts them into the town, and that's right on. I just don't know if the mailboxes, like Torwell Road or side, great, because those are awful. Just afraid someone's gonna be getting the mail, someone's gonna go around. So, great, make sure road. Yeah.
Who's the state?
It's privilege to put the mailbox right on the
so the gang boxes are the ones like at Rum Cove there,
Yeah.
had a great big box.
Yes, everybody gets a key. They
Yep.
open up the backside. If they will come up with a list of addresses, people that they store, see if it gets the conversation. Well, all that.
It's sort of like being most of my chapter.
You know,
Yep.
Wow. Those game boxes and cars.
And that is about when you're heading north. Kim lives on Bay Shore, so.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It is that, I agree, and it wasn't such an easy opportunity. I was hard. It's no.
If you had a, during the winter when it's slippery, anyway, if somebody's slamming on brakes because you see a vehicle. Good, thank you for mentioning that. We'll definitely follow.
There was just one quick thing to say that we did have one candidate, some papers for
Oh, yeah.
the select board. So we have one declared candidate. So thank you very much.
And that is Kim Lynch, who happens to be right here, if you haven't met her.
But we have no one submitting papers for the school board. And we make it like it's an important position. It's a little difficult because kids actually don't attend the schools. But it's important financially to us because this is the cost. It's also important for issues like busing, where our kids are bused by RSU school.
Seems to be a big issue.
Well, it is a big issue. And to be fair to RSU 12, it's a difficult thing because of the shortage of people. Well, we need good representation. We've had good representation on the school. So it still need someone to step forward in the community who could be a writing candidate in that position.
So Richard is still,
Richard is still on.
and it was Mary Cup.
That's right. Very good not
Running.
running.
Other thoughts, comments? If not, then I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn.
I have one.
be our goal, and it was July 1st.
Right.
And I,
Good try.
I will definitely contact Jerry, and, as I said, I am. He is at least taking signatures. Start. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna try again to make a motion that we adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
8:29.